Welcome back to episode 11. I'm making sure that number's right. Hold on one second. It is right. Okay, episode 11 of my Pokemon Emerald Imperium Hardcore Randomized Nuzlocke. My name is JV Evolved. Welcome to the channel. Today we are battling Wally and hopefully battling Watson. I have to calc Watson. I don't trust myself to not calc Watson. And our team isn't great for it, and I haven't done the calcs yet. So we will be calcing mid-episode, unfortunately. But yeah, at the end of last episode, we calced for Wally, so I'll just go through over it real quick. It's pretty simple. Venusaur lead one-shots the Dreadnought with Mega Drain or Magical Leaf. I don't really think it matters. Kricketune, the answer is Crustle. Crustle one-shots with Rock Slide. Then we have Lampin. You have Lightning Rod. I need to remember this. This is going to have to be like the ace to beat so much of this gym. I completely forgot about this. I have to use Lightning Rod. Okay. Lampin beats Skarmory. The only problem with Skarmory is Toxic. Even then, I think we'll be fine. And then Illumise will be here to 1v1 Gardevoir. This is the only part that's a little iffy. If Illumise gets a little too weak, I have Ursaring and Feraligatr as backups. Real quick, I'm checking the calcs just in case. Okay, Ursaring doesn't have Eviolite. That was the main thing I was worried about if I calced with Eviolite for both of them. I could probably... No, you have Sturdy. It doesn't matter. Okay. We're fine. Okay, let's get into this battle. Yes, we're here, Wally. I'll battle you. I hope I updated the box. I don't know if all the encounters are in it or not. But I'll figure it out then. Magical Leaf, Shield one-shot. Not Magical Leaf, Mega Drain. Same thing. I think Gardevoir comes out. Maybe Skarm? Gardevoir, okay. So the scary thing comes out first. It's going to use Psychic Noise, which isn't great, but none of my team really needs it, so... Yeah, Psychic Noise... That's a bit scary. I think a crit might kill. I'm gonna lunge here. Okay, and real quick, we outspeed. I just want to make sure that lunge isn't a roll. It's 48 to 57. I think we got a high roll there. This looks much closer to like 45% of its HP. I think we're fine. We do outspeed. I'm just gonna click lunge again. Cool. The only problem with that would have been 2 low rolls. I don't think we got a low roll. Skarm. Lampin. I just realized the Desolate Land got traced, which is why there's still sun. I was kind of confused, questioning how we still had sun up. Flame Burst, Skarmory lives on Sturdy, eats a Citrus Berry. This is completely fine. And Toxic is kind of best case scenario. Because Lampin is only going to take 6%. Is that even 6%? I don't remember. And now I switch out on Kricketune to Crustle, mainly because I don't know if outspeed. Which, I mean, I could check. I don't. I do not outspeed. Bulldoze is whatever, I just click Rock Slide, and I believe... That's a crit. I believe this just takes out Kricketune. It does. Cool. We have defeated Wally, and are going to move on to Watson. The very scary trainer. This to me is the end of early game if we get past it, and it is the hardest fight in the early game. By far, the Mega Luxray is really scary. And real quick, I'm gonna check our PC just to make sure everything is transferred over. I think so. Where's the Calcat? Do I see Tangrowth down here? I do. Anything else that I think is newer? I don't think so. Appleton's here. Yeah, I think everything's here. Okay, and we're facing Watson, which leads with a Dedenne. Okay, so what is my lead against Dedenne? Here's the problem. With this entire gym battle, I have 0 ground types. 0. I have 1 immunity in Lightning Rod. That is it. It is a problem. Pretty big problem, to be honest. Okay, Dedenne. You're a fairy type. How does Venusaur do against you? Sludge 2 at Chaos. Is there any other Pokemon that I think you do well into in this battle? Not really. So I think we just lead Venusaur. Then we have the Air Slashing Kilowattrel. You have a Chartyberry. You have a Chartyberry. Okay. You do well into it, but I don't want to immediately switch you in. Because I think I'm going to have to use Lampent a lot throughout this. So I don't think Lampent is a great answer here. My grass types aren't great either here. Jinx. Does Jinx have a better ice move at this point? Or do I have an ice move that I can teach Jinx? Relearn. You have Fake Out. Ice Punch? How's your physical? No, its physical attack is 50. What? Oh, you have Psyshock. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you... Okay, Icy Wind is 55. I'm gonna give you Fake Out. The other question is... Well, there's Icy Wind. Ice Punch again. Yeah, it's just Ice Punch. I just have Ice Punch, which is a bit scary. You have Toxic Boost. What was your other ability? Do you even have one? You don't. What if I give you a Never Melt Ice? Whoops. Dude, how am I misclicking this bad? Or misinputting? Never Melt Ice. What about with Fake Out? Fake Out into Never Melt Ice. Icy Wind does kill. Would I be risking a crit? Is the question. So I have to eat 2. If I eat 2 crits, we don't survive. There is also a roll that it Volt Switches, which is scary. Yeah, that is pretty scary. Okay, let's have this as an option, but I'll put it as the option, but we're gonna look for something else real quick. The other thing that I think I would consider is Slowking. If we are doing Slowking, what is your moveset? You have Power Gem. Power Gem's actually pretty good. You have Power Gem, you have anything else? Not really. This is actually pretty good. The problem is the Volt Switches, but if it does Volt Switch, I have Slack Off whenever I bring it back in. So I think our answer to this is Slowking. Then we have this, which I think we actually have a very good answer in Lampent, because its best move is Discharge. Its best move is Discharge. I have Lightning Rod, and Lightning Rod will nuke this thing. With an Eviolite, I have to remember that it's Lightning Rod and not Volt Absorb though, because if it, I really do wish it was Volt Absorb, because being able to switch it back in for a heal would be so useful, because there's this thing, which is also a problem. This thing is definitely also a problem. Yeah, Bug Bug is so much, man. It's so strong. Slowking does pretty well against this too, but I don't think it's a great option. What do you do? Bad. It has Air Slash. Yeah, I don't even know why I checked this. God, Lampent's kind of needed to kill two things. It really is. The good news is, I think we're guaranteed to get a +1 boost. I think we're guaranteed to get a +1 boost, which is great. If it's +1, does it kill? No. No, it doesn't. But no. I was gonna say at worst it's 20% HP, but no, at worst it'll be down 40, so it'll be at 60%. Against this, which will Air Slash. So 60%, it lives. It lives, it outspeeds, and it 2-hit KOs. So it actually might be able to deal with both, and if it can deal with both, that gives us more openings to have multiple answers to the problem child. I do think we have to play around it beating both of them and just have something else in case that can deal damage to this. I don't know what that is. Just what hits it the hardest? Because I think we're playing with Lampent's life. So whatever hits and outspeeds the hardest is what I have to go with. Incinerate, but this won't. It'll have the Aqua Berry going. Air Slash would be +1. 74%. It might be this, which it does outspeed. This is adaptability, but it doesn't matter. It could be this. Oh no. Jinx, no. I was about to say it needs to be physical, but no, it doesn't really matter if it's physical or special. It just needs to hit kind of hard. And these are all with Technician. So yeah, I think this is what we're bringing, just in case. Okay, so the problem child. Mega Luxray with Strong Jaw. And it has Ice Fang. I have no ground types. 0. I have a bunch of fighting types, which is great. But it has Psychic Fangs, which is a problem. I need to get into this, because this has adaptability. It will one-shot. Problem's the crit. But what if I have the Psychic Berry? What is the Psychic producing berry? Payappa berry. Okay, Payappa berry with a crit, it just completely does not matter. I live. This comes in, Hammer Arm kills, but I have to get it in. what would I want in to bait? I need something to bait. So what is the bait to bait Thunderfang? I wanted to bait Bite. No. I mean, this would be baiting Bite, 100%. But I need something to switch in to bait. I mean, is it this? It is this. It's Lampent. It's not this. This is the one that I can't let it be. What is something else that I could bring that would bait Bite? Take the grid off. This would bait Thunderfang. The problem with Thunderfang is it might para. This would bait Thunderfang. This would bait Bite or Thunderfang. I don't know. Do we just bring Ursaring? Because the overlap is Thunderfang and Bite. There's a chance for either or. And Ursaring can be somewhat useful if need be. I think it might just have to be that. Okay. So we are doing the gym battle. I think I'm settled on this. Let's just get the team members. Crustle, Adaptability, Chestnut, and Ursaring. Okay, you have to hold a Pyupa Berry. You have an Eviolite. I think everything else wanting Citrus is fine. You have Sludge. You have Harvest. Harvest is actually really good. It's been a week since I played, so the abilities I'm re-remembering. Dauntless Shield. You have Dauntless Shield. This is actually very useful. So with Dauntless Shield, you get a +1 defense boost. There's a roll for Psychic Fang. There's a roll for Psychic Fang. But can you learn a ground type move? You can learn Hammer Arm. You can learn Hammer Arm. If I gave you Hammer Arm, you 2-hit KO. Okay. So this is actually a backup. So if we can get the switch into Chestnut, we go to Chestnut. But if we can't go to Chestnut, we go to Ursaring, which doesn't win the one-on-one, but I would... do you have anything else? Can you learn Bulldoze? You can. So what if I Bulldoze it first? What's your speed set at -1? 75. You don't have speed, but does anything else? Oh my god, my entire team's too slow. What if I make you Jolly? I still don't think you outspeed. You don't. Okay. So even at -1, that doesn't matter. Is there anything else here? No. Do I just risk that the... No, the second finger roll won't be a thing. Right? Oh no, it can be a thing. What is the roll? So the highest is 41, the highest with this is 40. It's a low odds, but there is an odds that the game could see that. But I like this line more. I don't know. I think we're just gonna send it. Okay. The scariest battle of this run to me, we're doing now. Let's go. Let's send it. Or the scariest battle so far. It is by far... Yeah, Electric Surge. Have I been calcing with that? No. That's a bit of a problem. That is a bit of a problem, but... I think it's fine. Sludge, we get a poison. The poison's fine. Sludge again. Okay, I do think the electric terrain not being a thing is fine. Kilowattrel. Okay. Our answer to Kilowattrel is Slowking. So here's the part where I don't know if the electric terrain not calcing with is a problem or not. Oh, you're in the sky, it doesn't matter. I slack off here. I didn't mean to slack off, but it's fine. I like that I'm full HP. And I can Power Gem. It eats the Shardy Berry. Cool. We hit it again, and it Volt Switched. Okay, the Volt Switch was the scary thing. Okay, we got Harvest. That Harvest is good. That Harvest is very good. Okay, so I'm checking the calculator. So it's calcing with this, one to this. I'm at 86 HP. Does anything kill besides Bite? No, it's just Bite. I'm switching. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing the plan. I'm going to Chestnut. Want a Bite. We have a Pyopha Berry. I'm Hammer Arming, and I'm killing. Luxray goes down. The problem is down. And the terrain's gone, which is good. Because I didn't calc with it. Okay, so... This is a bit scary. Because you're going to Air Slash. I hope it doesn't know my ability. I hope it doesn't know my ability. If it knows my ability, we lose, potentially. It crit me. Oh no. It knows my ability. It crit me twice. Oh, that's scary. So Magneton comes in. Magneton comes in, and it has to use Mirror Shot, which is 20% of my HP. It doesn't matter, but it's the only thing that can touch me with it. Just 42% to Chestnut. It kills on a crit. Oh, this is bad. Why do we have Crustle? Crustle was a backup for the other thing. I also don't outspeed. So this is purely a sack if I go for a move here. I taught this Hammer Arm. It doesn't kill, because it has an Eviolite. This doesn't outspeed either. This doesn't outspeed either, but with adaptability it might kill. Okay, so if I end up using Slowking to try to beat this... No, because I would need the proc. Do I sack Crustle? Do I sack Crustle? I wish I told it Ursaring Bulldoze now. If I told Ursaring Bulldoze, we'd be in fine position. We would have a completely safe position at this point. Because I could go to Ursaring Bulldoze. Oh no, we wouldn't be completely safe. I would still have to sack something, potentially. I need to remember that you have Hammer Arm right now, so save that. So it does half your HP. 42%, but you don't outspeed. You not outspeeding's a problem. Do I just sack you? How important is Crustle? It's our only rock type. We have another ghost type, we have another fire type. So I could sack Lampin. Or I could go Venusaur. $46, $51, it doesn't matter, because you do outspeed. I could get a Mega Drain off, but it doesn't matter. Like, I know I have other grass types, I have a lot of other grass types, and a couple other poison types, so Venusaur is the one that's, like, most sack... Ursaring has Citrus Berry. Ursaring has a Citrus Berry, so if this is a high roll, 42%, 58... No, it dies, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm sacking Crustle. I'm sacking Crustle. Mirror Shot. Yeah. What? That just killed. Analytic. Analytic trigger, that's what just happened. I think I have to go Chestnut. I think I have to go Chestnut, and I have to Hammer. Cool. Cool, I might have to sack something else. Go to Slowking. Don't flinch. Wait, why did I... Because the Citrus Berry's gonna proc. I shouldn't have... Well, I kinda... No, I'm gonna keep clicking it. Okay. Dude. Okay, I'm at 72 HP against this. Discharge does not kill. Discharge doesn't kill. My best move is Surf, though. Discharge kill now. No, I'm just out of range. I have to risk the crit here. Okay. So I'm at 48 HP. Does anything else kill now? Volt Switch might. Volt Switch would be fine. Okay, so what do I want you to use on this? I want you to use Mirror Shot. I have to go back to Lampent here. I have to force him to Mirror Shot. I wish I outsped, man. Dude, I'm back in this situation because Ursaring can't switch in. I forgot. Ursaring dies. Ursaring dies. How much HP are you at? You're like 30%. You're at like 30%. Chestnut dies now. Slowking doesn't win. So I have to get to Ursaring, so I probably have to sack Venusaur. God, the order that I had to deal with this is a problem. If I dealt with Magneton before I dealt with the Vikavolt, this is all fine, we don't lose anything. But because we went in this particular order, we have been backed into a corner where I have to sack. I think my best play is to go Venusaur, which is a shame that I did this order because Venusaur does less damage from the other two. Yeah. I Mega Drain here just to do some chip. And I die to discharge. So now this comes down to a discharge paralysis. This is the entire run coming down to a discharge para. If we get parried, we wipe. We lose. We lose. The entire run came down. What? Oh, the analytic. He outsped me. That's the reason the roll happened. Oh my god. The para kinda just saved us. Although dude. We just won because analytic. Oh my god. We've officially gotten our third gym badge. Unfortunately, it was with some casualties. Two pretty important Pokemon, to be honest, but we've survived. I'm in shock. I thought we wiped. I was genuinely thinking if I'm even playing this game again, if I'm going to go to my other idea. I don't know. Between episodes, I'm going to level everyone up. Next episode, we head north from Mauville towards all the Team Magma stuff. That'll be in a couple episodes, but yeah, I cannot believe... I thought the run was over. But with that, have a good day, everyone. See you later.